Hello, I'm Stephen Cooley and welcome to Stephen Cooley Real Estate Show. Some things look different today and some things look very similar.
Yes,
Thank you for being back on the show, Julie.
Always a pleasure to be here, and I'm very excited. I think we've got some exciting news.
I know, and while the backdrop is different, is we're here in my new Fort Mill office. The Stephen Cooley Real Estate Group has opened a second office here in Fort Mill, South Carolina, right off on Gold Hill Road, right off of I-77.
A very busy area and a very growing area and a great place for the Stephen Cooley Real Estate team to
Absolutely. And we already service this area, but we wanted to service our clients better. And this office will serve the entire Fort Mill area, Tegakay, the Steel Creek area of South Charlotte, Ballantyne, Indian Land, and it will allow us to, different than when you go to a doctor or a dentist and you pop in once every 6 months. Our clients, we often go to their home 10 or 15 times, and they pop into our office and things like that. And we also offer concierge service to our clients. If they're on our client base, they can use our office, use our conference room, fax machine. Our clients can make 100 free copies for free. And use our facilities, our Wi-Fi and things like that. So we like to be in each community.
Right, and this is a very convenient location too.
Very convenient to everything going on in South Charlotte and Fort Mill. And so we're happy to have our office in Rock Hill and now office in Fort Mill too. Out of this Fort Mill office, we've got several Charlotte realtors working out of the office serving the Charlotte market also. So we're really excited.
Well, tell us a little bit about Fort Mill for people that are not real familiar with it.
Yeah, most people who really come to Fort Mill today just see lots of new construction, and that's what they think Fort Mill is. Almost, you know, for lack of a better term, a bedroom community to Charlotte, and it is. It is a suburb of Charlotte. Tons of the people who live in Fort Mill work in Charlotte. Fort Mill is extremely well known across the nation for its school systems. Often someone who lives in Charlotte with kids in private school will move to Fort Mill and put them in public school and save all that money. So Fort Mill is recognized for its proximity to Charlotte, its school systems. We've not only near an international airport, it's a hub for U.S. Air that really attracts a lot of people too. Initially, the name Fort Mill is a very unusual name. You really don't hear it that often, and it's a two-part name. The British forces had a fort here, and then there was a mill on Steel Creek. And so Fort Mill is how they got that. It was a grist mill on the river. So fort is from the fort here, and mill is from the grist mill. A lot of people think the mill's based on Springs Industries or the mills here in town, but that's not the case. The original settlers to this area, as in all the area, were the Catawba Indians. And then in the 1700s, the British Scottish Irish settled here in about 1750 in Fort Mill. And then in the late 1800s, we got very well known and had a lot of growth from the mill industry, textile industry. And as most of you know, we were home to Springs Industries for many, many, many years. Some other things that put Fort Mill on the map is Lake Wiley. Carowinds puts Fort Mill on the map. If any of you are old enough to remember Jim and Tammy Baker, that was from Fort Mill, South Carolina, and it really gave Fort Mill worldwide attention back then.
They had a whole compound, PTL.
They did, which is now Regent Park and all that. So Fort Mill has gotten a lot of attention over the years. Interesting is it's gone up 48% in growth just since 2000.
That's
and
amazing.
Prediction is for it to triple in size in the next 20 years. That will be the largest growth in the state of South Carolina, for it to triple in size in the next 20 years. You'll see new construction popping up every time you go down one of the roads. As what most of us know who live in Fort Mill, it's getting crowded already. Well, it's going to triple in size again. Median price of a home in Fort Mill is $180,000. Statewide, just to give you a comparison, is about $130,000. Rock Hill's about $148,000. Fort Mill's $180,000. That's a medium price range. So lots of reasons to be over here to serve the clients, and lots of great, exciting things going on in Fort Mill.
I think they're attracting a lot of industry to this area too. Got a lot of good tax incentives, and also the tax incentive from to live here is a little bit.
Absolutely. Being on the North Carolina-South Carolina border is huge, and South Carolina seems to be more aggressive in recruiting industry with tax incentives. And again, they're looking for an educated, inexpensive labor force, and they're looking for international airports nearby, and Fort Mill, Rock Hill, York County attracts all those things.
Well, this is exciting, and it sounds like you know real estate and a little bit of history too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think this is going to be great for the area and great for your clients and stuff. And I look forward to seeing what's going to happen to the Fort Mill area.
Good. And one thing we're doing each month is we're having a home buyer seminar, Julie, and this can be for first-time home buyers or seasonal buyers. Just call into our office and we'll book you into one of the classes. They'll be held in Fort Mill, Rock Hill. The phone number is 803-985-1240, and just say you're calling to be scheduled into one of the home buyer seminars. They last about an hour and a half. They're at nights during the weeks, on Saturdays, and we have door prizes and gifts and freebies from all the vendors that are involved in buying a home. So it's a great opportunity if you're buying in the next 6 months to a year to come to one of these home buyer seminars. It is free, and you will leave with free stuff and more knowledge.
And it's not just for first-time home buyers. It could be, if I haven't bought a home in 10 or 15 years, I might need to just kind of figure out what the new process is.
Absolutely, and just a note on that is state laws dictate home ownership. So if you've sold 10 houses in Texas and you're moving here, there's lots of things from inspections to how homes are built to how you buy a home. All that varies per state, so it'd be a great thing for someone relocating to North or South Carolina to come to the class. So again, you can register for those at 803-985-1240, and we're having them every month, and we'll give you the times when you call in. Thank you, Julie, and thank you for visiting our new Fort Mill office. Please stay tuned. We've got beautiful homes for sale in your area. We'll be right back. I hope you've enjoyed watching the Stephen Cooley Real Estate Show. If you're interested in advertising your business on the program, please give us a call at 803-326-2777 or send us an email at ask@makeitlocal.com. Join us next week for more discussions on real estate topics and help in finding your perfect home. Thanks for watching.